Hey guys, this is Andrew Holmes from Chicago REIA. Hopefully you watched our video on the top 10 places to do flips in the city of Chicago. The second one was the top 10 in the suburbs in Cook County. And I suddenly started getting a lot of heat. They're like, oh my God, you forgot about Lake County, you forgot about DePage. We didn't forget. This is the one about the top 10 places in Lake County. So let's go look at what is Lake County. So Lake County, for those of you, this is a cool map of Lake County, which I really like because it lets you do layering. It lets you do all kinds of stuff. You can kind of create your own borders. It gives you census tracts. It gives you all kinds of stuff. So if you're not using that, this is something that if you do a search for Lake County, Illinois maps online, it'll bring you to this website. It's a really cool website that'll let you do a lot of stuff. So basically, obviously, if you're looking in Lake County, you're familiar with Lake County. It's kind of north part of, from Buffalo Grove all the way up to the Wisconsin border. And out here, it's going to go a little bit far west to McHenry. So that's kind of Lake County. And what are the top markets in Lake County? Now, in Lake County, there are some unique great parts of it, and there are some unique challenges in Lake County because the market is full of markets that are super high. Some of the most expensive real estate can be found in Lake County. And so it makes for some interesting challenges in terms of how you look at the numbers and what areas you consider. Remember, we're looking at what areas are the most profitable and have the most amount of turnover, which is going to be about 6 to 8 month kind of turnaround is what we're looking for. So the number one place to, I should say the number 10 place, which is in our top 10, is going to be Haynesville. And that's going to be 9 flips were done last year in Haynesville. Number 9 is going to be Lake Villa. This was a bit of a surprise. I thought Lake Villa was going to be a little bit higher on our list, but that's going to be number 9. Great place, nice bread and butter properties. Can get out there a little bit, which is in the boonies, but certainly is an area which is turning and has been really, really hot. Number 8 is going to be Beach Park. This was kind of a surprise for me. I actually, quite honestly, didn't realize this was going to be number 8. I thought it would be a little bit farther up on the list. Number 7 is going to be Barrington in that, and that's something that is did not expect that were that many flips, because in Barrington now you have North Barrington, you have South Barrington, you have Lake Barrington, you have a lot of different Barrington pockets. We're not talking about those. We're talking about specifically the city of Barrington, because if you look at Lake Barrington, you look at other Barringtons besides South Barrington, what happens is it takes a very long time for properties to sell over there. So this is the city of Barrington. Number 6 is going to be Mundelein. This should not be a surprise. Mundelein should be something that is a nice bread and butter market. Obviously, if you can't afford Long Grove, you can't afford Vernon Hills, guess where you're going to go? You're going to go Vernon Hills. It's a nice, it's going to be Mundelein. It's a nice mid-market area. The one that was a surprise to me was the next one, which is number 5, and that is Zion. Zion is 20 flips in the last year, and I was kind of a bit surprised because Zion took a massive hit at one time, and there were a massive amount of vacancies in that area at one point. Now today, I don't want to say that I know the market over there today, so please do your own research, but at one time Zion was a tough market because the taxes in a lot of these properties are extremely high. So if you're going to do a flip in Zion, please watch for it. But clearly last year, if you look at the numbers, there were a lot of properties that were turned in Zion, but I would be concerned about the taxes. The next one is going to be Buffalo Grove. Obviously, a lot of people move to Buffalo Grove because of schools. The area is hotter than hot. Guys, listen, if you're doing the right property, the right prices in Buffalo Grove, you just absolutely cannot go wrong. But just understand that at the flick of a hat, the numbers change in Buffalo Grove. So as long as you're doing it in the right price range, we have a bunch of people ourselves, as well as a bunch of people from Mastery that are doing Buffalo Grove flips, and below the right price range. So if you're below like about say 450 or so, they work all day long. But you start pushing the numbers too too much in Buffalo Grove. It just switches and the market suddenly becomes cold. But a superb market from a flipping perspective. The next one is going to be Round Lake. That is 21 flips in Round Lake. I was a bit surprised by that. I expected some of the markets that were kind of at the bottom part of this to be a little bit higher and vice versa. But Round Lake is the next one. This next one, which is number 2, should not be a surprise, and that is Waukegan. That's 23 flips in Waukegan. This should not be a surprise for any of you that are active in the Lake County market. It's just that area is very hot, a lot of bread and butter properties in that area, so that is not a surprise. The number 1 market in that particular area is Round Lake Beach. This was kind of a surprise to me. In Round Lake Beach, because there are within Round Lake and Round Lake Beach, there are a couple of markets where there's some school district changes. There's some kind of, the schools vary. So obviously in certain schools, I believe it's Grayslake schools, please do that homework. Make sure whenever you're buying in those areas, because that does make a difference in terms of where your flips are going to turn really quickly, because some of those markets were kind of lagging a little bit, but clearly in terms of the number of homes sold, Round Lake Beach was pretty strong, 23 flips last year. Hopefully you're enjoying our series on different counties that we're covering and relevant information we're trying to bring to the marketplace. This is Andrew Holmes. For more info, you can always reach out to chicagorea.org. Come to one of our meetings. They're 100% free, and we have 11 different locations, or email us at info@chicagorea.org.